Statement Begins is the derivative, non-canonical, fan-made project derived from the Magnus archives, an original podcast which is created and distributed by Rusty Quill Limited. Statement Begins is not endorsed by Rusty Quill Limited, and the Magnus archives is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike 4.0 international license. For more information about the original source material, please visit www.rustyquill.com or use the !links command in our chat box.
Hey!
Hello everyone!
How we doing?
Sorry for the late start, we had a couple of delays, but we are here now. It's nice to see you all.
We're all very excited.
I'm sure we are. First things first, thank you for joining us again. We are now on episode 8, which is concerning because I didn't think we'd get to episode 8. I genuinely thought we would have perished by now, and had to make new characters, but you didn't perish. And
to be fair, session 0 doesn't count. We were just terrible.
Session 0 doesn't count.
Fair, I nearly did perish from falling off of a bed.
You did nearly perish.
This is true.
Because you did fall off of a bed. We retconned it though, so it's fine. Life is good when you retcon falling out of a bed.
I think I still fell out, I just didn't take any harm.
Yeah, well, I was originally going to have
Can you
take...
imagine?
I was originally going to have you take 1 harm, and then you're like, that will
I was
kill
already
me.
on like
I will die
6.
if I take 1 harm. And I was like, oh, no harm it is.
I mean, joke's on you. If Ebony dies, I'm coming back with a slaughter, motherfucker.
Oh boy. That will be
dead.
That'll be fun and stressful.
I might worm wife myself if I die.
You might worm wife. Bleh. Yes.
Not Francis specifically, but I might choose a worm wife.
I think that
Worm wife?
Francis couldn't handle being worm wifed.
She couldn't.
Ooh,
She could not.
that sounds like a challenge to me.
Are you gonna specifically worm wife Francis?
Are you
Yeah.
corruption now? I thought you were a
Worm
lonely
wife
bitch.
Me?
Oh no.
Never.
Oh no. Anyway, we have Phone back with us, which means we have Angie back with us, and you don't have to deal with my very, very awkward Angie-ing, where she said like 3 lines. So you have Angie's actual player back. She can do her.
It was uncanny. We couldn't even tell the difference.
You couldn't tell the difference. I'm so proud.
Tom does not lend me.
For like 1 session.
Yeah.
It
Tom
was
is
not them
actually an
didn't do it
avatar
right.
stranger. That's what makes him such
Yeah,
a
that's literally on the demo diary. It was just a bit stranger-esque.
Anyhow, right. Isaac, it is time for you to do our recap from last session for those who missed it.
Alright. Give me 1 second, I'm just going to take myself off push to talk so I don't have to press it the whole time.
Not a worry.
Alright. I just got emailed by Rusty Quill. Go away! No, I'm joking. Love you if anyone from Rusty Quill happens to be watching. So, my order is probably not correct, but we had a weekend, and it was very exciting for everybody. I was high, as I tend to be these days, because, you know, I'm on opioids, because I was mouthed. Rose got a funky vintage is the wrong word, antique necklace that the antique owners didn't realize was in the shop until Rose pointed it out and was like, hey, what is this? Where's the price? And so that's a plot line waiting to happen.
Yeah, and they made you pay an
real
extortionate.
reason.
They made you pay an extortionate amount of money for it because
like 200 in monies these days.
Because your keeper didn't research 1950s to 2021.
Because I sprung it on Tom last night. I went, "We're going to the antique shop," and Tom's like, "Fuck."
Look, I did my best with what I had.
You did. You did
very good.
It was great.
You did very good. And the reason that Ebony went to not Ebony, Rose went to the antique shop in the first place is because they had an argument with Ebony.
Our first fight.
Because, right, there was a package for Francis, and Ebony and Angie wanted to know what was in it, and Rose was basically like, no, fuck off. This is my job, leave me alone. And then felt very bad about it because she's a people pleaser and got Ebony some earrings.
There's no need to ouster like that in the middle of the recap. Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm correct. And then when we came back, Ebony got the earrings. Also, Frances was back at work. Very exciting. She annoyed Marion for a while because that's what she's best at. And then Rose helped her with like welding the metal thing, and it broke because we both rolled pretty bad. And we had a little, oh my god, what the hell are we doing? We're gonna die moment. And this culminated in Rose being like, I'm gonna help you, but you have to tell me what you're doing. Which was very heartfelt, and Becca made me cry. And then we came to Ebony and Yusef, who were like searching for Von Closen books, if I remember. And then Yusef goes, I can't be fired because I'll die. And Ebony was like, hey dude, what the hell? Don't say that, that's not funny. And he was like, it wasn't really supposed to be. I mean it, I'll die. And Ebony was like, what the hell? And then they both tremble dumped at each other. And I think that's where we left off.
It was very entertaining. If you want to watch the last stream, I would highly suggest it just for that bit alone.
It's good.
It was just me and Tom yelling at each other.
There was a lot of good roleplay last session. It was thrilling.
If you do want to watch the last stream, ignore the first like hour of it because it's just like, oh, what did you do with your weekend? Oh, I did this. What did you do with your weekend? And then I was like, okay, everyone's back to work. It's trauma dumping.
Just came in with trauma dumping in the last like 45 minutes.
I adopted a cat in a dream. It was great. That was my entire.
Oh yeah,
right.
Cleo, my beloved.
That.
Oh, and well, there was something I was gonna. Oh yeah, Rose showed Frances.
Oh yeah, like the watch box.
Her watch box, which is not a euphemism.
Yes. We also Rose had a nightmare over the weekend.
Oh yeah, Rose got buried alive in her dreams.
I did not write that down. She didn't.
In my recap,
we're not sure. All we know is that she was eating duck.
She realized that it was happening though, because she's a little bit of magic, and it was all good.
Yeah.
True.
Brilliant. Are we all good? I think that's everything.
From what I can remember, yes.
Because that is everything, we're going to start off with Angie. Angie, what did you do this weekend?
I feel like Angie kind of read a book and had a very quiet weekend, and also looked at arrangements for going up to do a mission that was given to her by a certain weirdly proportioned friend.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a friend?
Are you telling me that he's not friend-shaped?
He's not shaped like a normal person, I can tell you that much.
He's something shaped anyway, but it's not friendship.
He's corkscrew shaped. Right. He's shaped like a corkscrew. Whether that's friend-shaped or not is up to you.
It is for Martin in season 1.
It's too early in the stream for this.
And I think she's trying to figure out whether it would be feasible to do just like in the weekend, the next weekend, or if she'd need to like take time off work to go up. Like, that kind of like research that would normally be holiday planning, but does not have those vibes.
That's fair. Would you like to roll for that? And that's not a would you like to, that's a please roll for this.
Yes, absolutely. What would you like me to roll?
Roll Act Under Pressure to see how your holiday planning is going.
More like a horror day.
I have so many cue cards, and I was just
A
trying to find the
horror
right
day.
one. We'll now roll.
Both of you can leave, please. Goodbye.
Honestly, the thing that induces the most fear in me within these streams is not any of the actual horror, but Tom going, "Can you roll, please?" It's never going to turn out well.
It's to please. It feels passive aggressive.
Alright, I'll
I'm
just...
Feels? It
checking
is.
what my cool modifier is. 1 second.
You know what, next time I'll just say roll for it. Is that better? Is that more aggressive? Is that what you
Still
want?
terrifying. Can you
That's
just tell us
just
not to roll
actually
at all?
aggressive, and I will cry.
I don't know how to put
Well,
rolling
roll for
nicer.
it. What would you like me to roll? Dice.
Dice. Or heads. I'll accept rolling heads.
That was
You're
a
like
12.
2
Sorry
minutes
for the
left.
delay. I couldn't remember what my cool modifier was. But 12.
12. Wonderful. And 12 plus, you may choose either to do what you want to do, add something extra, or do what you want to do to absolute perfection.
I feel so she looks at how easy it would be to go up and how long she thinks it would take and whether she'd need to take time off work. And I don't know, I don't know what extra she'd be able to do, so probably just do that to perfection.
Absolute perfection. Nice. Are you planning to go this weekend or next weekend?
Probably the weekend after, so she had time to
Okay.
both physically and emotionally prepare.
So a fortnight.
A fortnight? No, in a week, I think she's meaning.
Okay, so the
I was just
weekend
about
coming
to
up.
sing.
Yeah, the weekend coming up, not the weekend she's doing the research on.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
the-
Fortnite, you don't get down.
Why would you say that?
They can't.
Didn't even. I'm kind of glad.
I'm gonna say that are you planning on asking Benjamin to take time off, or do you think you could just get it done in the weekend?
That's what she was rolling to try and figure out.
Oh, well, that is up to you as a player.
Can I not get, with my 12, a hint as to how much time she would assume it would take, at least, geographically, to get up there?
I mean, you will be taking the train. You do know that, and how much time would it take? 4 hours on the train, maybe?
Where are we actually going again?
Derwent.
Nearish Oxford, I
Ooh.
think.
I see.
I think
It's in
she'd then
Derbyshire.
probably... I
You're
feel
going to
like she'd
Derbyshire.
probably talk
That's
to
Mr.
Benjamin about
Darcy's way.
taking, a Friday and Monday off. The
Okay.
Monday he's got more time, and so he's aware that she's going somewhere in case she's not back for 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm. And have you decided to go it alone?
She's not gonna hide that she's going. So she'll be passing at work during people that go. That's spiral fucker.
Or you have...
Derwent is in the wet one?
But I think she's not actually will you?
Is anyone else losing phone, or is it just me?
I've been losing phone.
Oh, is my
For context,
connection
where you're
back?
going is between Sheffield and Manchester.
Fab. What I was saying is that essentially she would not hide it from people, but she's not actively going to invite people because she doesn't want to put anyone at risk. But she's not going to be you're not allowed to come or know where I'm going. She will mention it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you have your journey planned from Friday to Monday. Enjoy your time off. It's been approved. I feel like that's the first thing you do on that Monday morning is you go in and ask Benjamin, "Hi, I'd like the time off for this weekend," and he doesn't really question it. So long as you get your lists done for packing, because the boxes are being sent out this Friday.
Benjamin absolutely probably thinks she's going on holiday or something. Meanwhile, she's there like, maybe I will die this weekend. Who knows?
Who knows? Yes. We will go back to Yusuf and Ebony. You guys are walking down to the lobby of the Institute, where there's just piles of boxes waiting to be taken to a warehouse from last night, because you store them in a warehouse and then obviously take them onto the plane and get that all sorted. But luckily enough, there are quite a few of them laying out on the side. They are all labelled. Some say books, some say artifacts, some say paperwork.
Is there like anything I can use to like cover my hands or something, like gloves or?
I'm gonna assume because you guys had gloves on you when you left library, because you have to use them in there to handle things.
Cool. She's just gonna fucking dive into that book box, just like.
And Yusuf kind of like runs after you, like, okay, we're just anyone, all of them.
I don't know. I don't know which one's been even missing. Like it's just von Closen books, right?
I'm assuming so.
Okay, well then we look for von Closen books. Hopefully they're just the ones that went missing instead of the ones that were ordered. I am terrified.
So you guys have on you the list of books that are supposed to go, and what you came to the conclusion is yesterday, if there are any books in these boxes that aren't supposed to go, then those are the ones that you're missing, and they probably like fell in there or something. At least that was the conclusion that you came to last stream.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just gonna cross-reference essentially.
Yeah. That's good. Would you like to roll for that?
I would, thank you very much. Am I adding anything to that?
Plus cool.
Cool. Shit. Could I do the I've read this sort of thing for?
I'm gonna give you help out from Yusuf.
Oh, thank you.
Because he is
That's very kind.
on his hands and knees trolling through books with you.
Male wife Yusuf.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Someone had to.
Gotta be cursed.
Isaac says what we're all too afraid to say.
No one had to.
No one
Okay,
had
I
so
have
with
no
help
impulse
from
control,
Yusuf.
you guys.
It was like, if anybody had seen my face, I did go. That was like, it was the exact same thought running through the mind.
Look, I have no impulse control. I just say these things.
That's an
So-
8. You get a +1 to your roll.
Great. Okay, so it's 8 minus 1 from Nightcall, plus 1 from Yusuf, so it's just 8.
So it's just 8. Ooh. Okay. The keeper is gonna give you a worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
I hate these rolls.
Well, would you rather fail them?
I mean, at least I get something out of the failure.
I mean, that is true. All the mediocre stuff is just like, wow, you're not doing great, are you? So as you are rolling, Hachi kind of walks past the two of you, like cutting open these X-Acto knife boxes and just like piling everything to the side. She's like, should I ask? I think I should ask.
I don't think you should.
I would like to ask. What's going on?
Just, I kind of, you know that book I carry around with me?
I believe I've seen it. Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of my journal, and I think it slipped into one of these boxes. We're kind of looking for it. Don't mind. It will just be like 2 seconds.
And Yusuf is looking at you with, like, his eyebrow raised, like...
It's a very good lie, to be fair.
That is exactly what's happening. We are searching for the journal. It fell in last night, and we're just double-checking before everything gets sent off, because we wouldn't want it lost in America. Yep.
Yeah, I definitely don't want some stranger in America reading my journal.
Would you like to roll manipulate someone?
I would, thank you.
I should stop saying would you like to. I should just say roll manipulate someone.
What's that plus?
Charm. Plus charm.
Okay, that's a 5.
Oh, God. I'm gonna have Yusuf help you out. Again. He is also lying. Let's see what Yusuf rolled. A 5.
Twinsies.
They're both of
Not
them.
going well for you two, is it?
No. Hattie kind of folds her arms and she goes, I'm not sure what exactly is happening right here, but I'd ask you, the both of you, to just step back and just leave these alone.
Can we just... Okay, I promise to tell the truth, as long as you don't tell Cyril.
Right? That's concerning.
It's not that concerning. It's just, we've had a couple of books go missing, and we don't want to, like, a couple of them have odd properties, and we don't want to send that accidentally to America, where, you know, they might burn down a facility or something. So, yeah, we're trying to do some damage control.
And Hattie's face kind of falls as she shuffles over and picks up the inventory, and she kind of flicks through the books. Well, it's not my... I mean, I will have to tell Cyril. It is his department, and you are his employees. So, whatever's going missing, it needs to be sorted by Friday. And I'll just put this shipment on hold.
Please, thank you. Just, it's completely my fault. Yeah, it's fine. We'll find it. It's, yeah.
So it turns out Rose is not the only people pleaser.
People pleasers unite. Starting a club.
And
Librarians aren't known for being the boldest people.
And Hattie's just kind of gonna walk over to the main desk, pick up the phone and go, could Cyril please come downstairs to reception? We've had a mix-up with a couple of books. I'm sure your staff can explain further. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to turn to Yusuf and go, fucking run. Go.
Where are we running to?
You run to the archives. I will deal with this.
Right, okay.
Archives?
It's fine. I can take the... I'm new. It's fine. I'll
Right,
take it.
Okay. Are you sure you'll be okay?
Probably not, but this job sucks anyway.
Okay. And with that, Yusuf kind of like sprints down to the archives.
I saved someone's ass today.
That you did. Congratulations. We'll go to archive for just a little bit. Angie, what are you doing?
My job?
Wonderful. We love people who do their jobs.
I actually don't think anybody's ever responded to that question with an answer.
Yeah.
We're not very productive members of staff.
She's
No.
she's doing the like making lists, and she's like working on like some statements she's like following up on.
Mhm.
She is doing her job.
Good for her, honestly.
It's a bold choice. I appreciate it.
Yeah. She has work to make up before she goes on her holiday.
This is true.
She's doing her best.
Holiday.
Yeah. Holiday, and not hell day. It'll be fun. You see Yusuf.
I absolutely believe you.
Pardon? Say that again?
I'm saying I absolutely believe you. It will be a holiday, not a hell day.
Yeah,
in any
exactly. It'll be great. You'll have so much fun. Nothing bad will
You'll make a new
happen.
friend.
You'll make friends. You'll reunite with your evacuation family. Everything will be great.
I believe you.
I don't understand why everyone's like, no, it'll be fine. It's
As
just
someone who looked up the town just now,
uh-huh.
I don't think it's going to go very well, Sam. Sam? Who the fuck is Sam? Tom?
Who's Sam?
I literally don't know.
Who's Sam? Have I been replaced?
You've been not them'd.
Oh, whoops. Yikes.
Oh, wait, what's the name of the town? What's the name of the town again?
Don't research it. You're ruining my stories.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna research.
I put my phone down, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you see Angie, you look up and see Yusuf kind of running into the archives full sprint, and he just kind of hides behind a box near your desk.
Hi, Yusuf.
Shh, I'm not
Is
in here.
everything
Shh,
okay?
shh, shh, shh.
Is everything okay, person who is not Yusuf?
No!
Is there anything I can do?
Unless you know how to stop Cyril from being angry, no!
Okay, yeah, there's nothing I can do, sorry.
Can I just stay here for a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Benjamin won't mind, probably.
I'll work if you need me to.
That's more than some of the archives do anyway.
Great,
Feel free
what
to stay.
do you want me to do?
She just kind of looks down at her work and is there like, is there any of this I can explain to a person? Like, she's probably working on some weird-ass statement.
Yeah.
And she just goes like, you know what? You just stay there. Don't worry about it.
You sure? Just like give me a box or something. I'm really good at sorting through boxes.
Are there any boxes that currently need sorting through?
There are piles of statements that are just waiting to be sorted through.
She points out a pile of statements and is there like, that would be super helpful, thank you.
Great, can you I don't want to move from here because I don't think I can be seen. He can very clearly be seen if anyone's actually looking. It's like one.
Does Angie know any better hiding places in the archives? Because I feel there are probably a lot.
There are tons. If you'd like to roll for that.
Yeah, sure. Roll what?
Roll act under pressure. Or protect someone. I think you're rolling protect someone instead. That is plus tough.
I have, let's get out of here, which is if I can protect someone by telling them what to do, roll plus charm instead of plus tough.
Exactly. Go and do that.
Time to find my modifiers. Hang on. That's a 10.
10. Ooh. Wonderful. You suffer little harm. All impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back. The enemy, in this case, being Cyril?
I'll go for hold enemy back. So, like,
Okay.
if Cyril comes down here looking for Yusuf, I'll just distract Cyril.
You know what? That's pretty sound.
Alternatively, we could bonk Cyril on the face. No, leave. Bonk.
Yeah, I'm sure that will work.
You
The
know,
Archives is no stranger to brutal pipe murder.
It is at the current time period.
I've got a
Well,
plan.
what if we could ship that? Bonk.
I will show Yusuf a better place to hide, hand him the paperwork, and then I will hold the enemy back by distracting if Cyril turns up.
Wonderful. You give him... There are a few options. He can either crawl under one of the desks, which is pretty uncomfortable. He can, like, hide in Benjamin's office if Benjamin isn't in there. He also has the option of a couple of, like, basement areas that you guys use for storage.
I feel like probably one of the basement areas or between some, like, shelves of, like, statements, if there are any.
Yeah.
I don't know what the archives look like, but somewhere like that it's out of the way from people looking and difficult to spot.
Cool. Yusuf kind of looks between these sort of... Well, they're more like cellars than basements, I'd say, because the archives is in the basement. It's just a smaller room. And he just kind of picks one, like, can I pick any of these?
Can he pick any of these?
I mean, I can, but I don't know if there's stuff in them.
That's why I'm asking you, Tom. Like, can he pick any
that
of
wasn't in
these?
character? Cool. I thought that was in character. Yeah, he is just kind of gonna open a couple of them. And he's like, do you have a torch? That'll be helpful. These are really dark. There is no light in these cellars.
Would the archives just have a torch?
Yes, because you need to go in them to get stuff.
Yes, in which case I hand over a torch. I mean, you don't know, like, everyone's eyesight has probably adjusted many years ago.
To be quite honest, I don't think Benjamin requires one. He just goes in and finds what he needs and then leaves.
Yeah.
He's good like
but
that.
Yeah, like, hands over a torch and is there like, I'll come and knock if there's ever a particular all clear? Or, like, you come out when you feel safe to.
Great! I'm gonna stay in here for, like, a whole day.
I'll try and bring you, like, a bread roll or something at lunchtime.
Oh, I feel like a fugitive again. And he...
Again?
Again?
She then, like, remembers she's meant to be being quiet and is like, again?
We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, but I'm really curious now, so we better talk about it later.
We will. No, I swear we'll talk about it later. And with that, he turns on the flashlight and kind of, like, goes into one of
And
these...
he's just gonna eat
Out
some
of
steak.
curiosity, did he have his fingers crossed anywhere when he said, I swear we'll talk about it later?
You know what? I'm trying to make you roll to see. Oh! You know what you can roll? You can roll size someone up. See if he is lying or not.
That's an 11.
You get a good read on someone, including getting their sense of someone's moods, attributes, and can determine how truthful they're being. He is lying to your face. There is no way that he wants to talk about this.
Angie is gonna, like, let it go, but is also gonna, like, pout and be like, after I'm hiding you and everything. Really? And then is just gonna walk off to do, like, more of her own work.
Yusuf kind of shuts the door behind him and is now sitting in this dank cellar. It's very, very musty. It's just paper everywhere. It smells awful. he's just kind of sitting on a box somewhere with his torchlight and just kind of flickering it around. Maybe get some work done.
Angie is gonna go and check on him occasionally, partially just as a like, how you doing? Do you need anything?
Yusuf does seem
and
to
partially
jump.
is saying, please don't you died down there. I don't know I've not been in that room for longer than 5 minutes at a time.
Every time you kind of like knock on the door, like, Yusuf, are you okay? He kind of jumps and he's like, yeah, fine, I'm good, I'm alive, I'm good.
Don't die, I don't think Rose would forgive me.
Yeah, I don't think she'd forgive anyone if I died. Hopefully. I mean, maybe I'm over-exaggerating this.
I definitely don't think she'd forgive me if you died down in the archives where I told you could hide, so please don't.
Yeah, I will. You know what? If there's anything weird here, I'll just scream really loud.
Or, like, leave and come and get me, but that works too.
Okay, yeah, you know what? That would be a smarter thing to do. But this door opens inwards, so I'd have to move backwards to get out.
Yeah, screaming works too.
Cool, I'll just scream. You know what? I'll test it. I'll test the scream now.
Maybe don't test the scream if you're trying to hide from Cyril.
Shit. Yes. No, I will not do that. Has he come down yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe not at all.
Maybe he's forgotten. You know what? Maybe he just won't come and find me. If I'm really lucky.
Maybe he doesn't think you're involved.
Maybe.
Why is Cyril going to be angry? I forgot to ask that.
Ask Ebony. She knows better than me.
Okay, I'll ask Ebony later when you've stopped hiding.
Yes, I would prefer not to be in this room alone. I mean, I'm in the room alone, but in the area alone.
Angie's gonna hear that and is just gonna be like, do you want me to come and sit in there with you? I can bring my work.
I don't think there's space.
How small is this room?
It's like a shoebox size. It's not very big. It's a long, skinny room.
She's
so
like,
in order
okay,
for the both of you to get in, you'd have to trap one further behind.
That makes sense.
So it's narrow.
She's gonna be like, offer's still open if you would feel more safe.
You know what? Actually, yeah, sure. And he kind of like opens the door and walks back a bit and like kicks a box behind him.
She's gonna try and be the one to go further into the room. And she's also gonna leave a note.
You'd have to get out and like go in first.
That is fair. She is gonna leave a note for Benjamin on her desk though to be like, I'm working in one of the storage rooms. Don't ask. I'm fine.
I like the trust you guys put in your employers. Just like, don't ask, we're fine.
Anyone else? No, but Benjamin?
Trust me.
The archivist is busy.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm okay. Yeah, you're in there with Yusuf. It is very dark. It is very cramped. It smells awful. It's wet, kind of. It's not wet, it's more like it shouldn't be wet because you have papers in there, but you kind of like smell wet.
This is so bad. Angie is like clearly not having a good time, but is like still doing her work. She's kind of like, if he got in trouble in here, Rose wouldn't forgive me, and Rose is my friend, so I'm gonna stay in here all day if that's what happens.
Bless her. Yusuf is gonna make himself really useful by standing on top of a box and pretending to be a desk lamp. So he's like holding this torch. Wait, I think I have a torch behind me.
I love this fucking
He's like
idiot
holding.
so much.
He's like got this torch and he's like holding it directly above like this whilst he's standing on a box.
I love him so much.
So stupid.
So dumb.
That right there is a himbo.
So good. He's so good. And she's gonna do it. It's okay, I can hold a torch if I feel like you might get tired standing up.
Oh no, I can do it. It's fine. And he's like holding it with like two hands now, like this.
I can feel the grey hairs growing into my head just from this interaction. Oh my god.
If you're sure, thank you, Yusuf.
Look, I can make it more interesting, okay? And then he like kind of moves the torch like a bit to the left and like a bit to the right, so like different areas of your page are being lit up.
I feel like maybe just hold it just straight to the center of the page, and then I can read all of it at once.
All right. And then he's like flipping the torch around like that, and then the light is going everywhere in the room.
And she just like holds her own torch and is reading entirely by the light of her own torch back, and she's just like, "You're doing great, Yusuf. Thank you."
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. Please. Yeah, he just continues to hold the torch for you. Ebony, it's Cyril's repercussion time.
Yay!
You see Hattie kind of like tapping her foot a bit. She's more upset than angry with you. She's upset that her schedules have been thrown off because something's gone missing, and then she's kind of upset that you lied to her. And she's just going, where did Yusuf go? Yusuf? He was with you?
Oh, he wasn't with me. No, he just kind of follows me around. I think he's got a little bit of a crush on me. It's kind of like a puppy dog situation. I don't have a heart to tell him, like, you get it, okay?
I've certainly been in that situation before, but I would say to avoid any workplace misconduct, just tell him you're not interested.
Yeah, but he gets that like sad look, and it's
they'll get over it. They'll get over it eventually.
I mean, will he though?
Yes, he will.
Okay. She's just gonna keep looking through the boxes. She might as well while she's here.
Might as well. And then Cyril kind of like is hunched and like kind of walks towards the you and these boxes. And Hattie kind of like standing behind you, just observing you, and he just lets out the biggest sigh you've probably ever heard.
Okay, the Ebony just like completely tenses up. And then like in her head, she like, okay, I don't believe in God. And I know a lot about Egypt gods. So like I can pray to the Christian god, and then I can pray to the old Egypt gods. And if either of them work, that'll be great. And then she's gonna turn around and face Cyril.
Yeah.
Hi, Cyril!
And Cyril is looking at you like, am I going to understand that? You know what? I'm not even surprised that it's you. I would have assumed that it was Yusuf, but I haven't seen him this morning, so it falls on you. Ebony, what is going on? Why are the books being unpacked? Why was my desk in a mess?
Okay. So,
Actually, we will have this discussion upstairs. Hattie, thank you. We'll get this sorted.
Why are we going upstairs?
I mean, if you'd like everyone to come into the Institute and see this conversation happening, by all means.
No. I was just upstairs specifically sounds.
He's just kind of gonna walk up the stairs.
Fine, I have to follow him up the creepy corridor.
You do have to follow him up the spiral staircase.
I don't want to. I'm gonna.
No, my laptop's running out of charge. No one saw that. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna pause the stream so that I can sort out my laptop, which is running out of battery.
Oh, homophobic.
We're back! Welcome back,
Hey,
everyone.
gang.
Right. Ebony, Cyril is leading you up the spiral staircase up to the corridor of portraits.
Oh, I hate this corridor. I hate this corridor so much.
And he kind of goes off to an office on the side, which is just an empty room. But it's far enough away that, you know, no one really cares that you're in there or not. He just kind of, like, hitches his brow and goes, Ebony, take a seat, please.
She's just gonna very gently take a seat.
Ebony, do you understand why we're having this discussion?
Yes?
Wonderful. How on earth did you allow this to happen?
I don't know what to tell you. I looked up and they were gone. And I don't know how long they'd been gone. There was just a lot of them that were gone. So I assumed someone had just packed them in a box by mistake. And then I tried to look for a list of the ones that were gone. But your records have not been updated for 40 years. So I couldn't find them. And
We have one job. And it is keeping stock of the books in the library. And we have been doing so successfully for a number of years. This is devastating.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
You know that I went into your desk to find those records, right?
Yes.
You've been keeping track of the books for like a number of years. The records haven't been updated for 40.
Because they've been
So where
the
were they?
same. They haven't changed.
It's the library. People lend things.
But they bring them back.
Have they, though?
How long
Can you say
ago-
that for certain? Do you have a track record of that?
Sometimes, when you get to my age, you just know these things.
I'm just saying, it seems unfair that you just get to the thing that says, I know things, and you haven't shared it with any of us, and you expect us to keep track of everything. We need a system.
We have a system.
Your brain? Is that it? You don't talk to any of us.
Now is not the time to be having this conversation, Ebony.
This is exactly the conversation you came up here to have with me.
No, the conversation I came up here to have with you was to tell you that if I could, you would be out of a job. But unfortunately, I don't get to make those decisions. So until further preventive measures are in place, I'm going to have to ask you if you could move down into finance.
I didn't catch the end of that sentence. I'm so sorry.
He's asked you until he can sort something out to move you to finance.
Sickle hit.